The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Black 20. That's a run. They're running it. Check 24. Nicholas, 66.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Benny Snell Jr., the rookie from Kentucky.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He's checking.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Able to find Switzer. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I got you.
Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Auden Tate, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Oswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league. For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McDonald. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost great.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now Wilson. miss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Now here's Michael Dixon, and no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Switzer on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go. Touch 50, touch 50.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Rip right. 55's my guy, 55.
Throwing again. Wilson. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Check 55, Mike. Let's go, heavy.
They go play action with Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Wilson will throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And he fires one, but incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Wilson. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. And down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you pointed out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's Roethlisberger. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Wilson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. There he goes, left side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. Over the middle, complete. It's Turner. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Flush to his right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Artie Burns.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Shift. Alert.
Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season, it's big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the...
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Going on the ground with Homer. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now Wilson on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
This is first and goal and a golden. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Like 80. Jack 16. Check the backer, check the backer.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Now he's forced out left. Incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. They are in the second quarter down in Miami. It's the Dolphins that have jumped out to the early lead against the Patriots. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They go play action here on first down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
55 is mine. Alert, 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 alert. 55.
Wilson throwing again. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, first down.
12.
They'll run this with Homer. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that one.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Got it. 50. Big stop, King.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw is Wilson. Being chased out left. And this is caught on the left side, Jerron Brown. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Good job right there. 50.
On first down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Wilson to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively, that's Devin Bush making the play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, and I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. Called that a very strong gain of 24.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Alert. Quarter.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Ben to throw again. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Devin Bush in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Roethlisberger going to get this one to Connor.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. It doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Roethlisberger now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to let one fly for Tate. That's caught inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Big Ben with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson operating from the gun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Wilson to throw again. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
19.
Throwing is Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bud Dupree, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now it's Wilson going for Metcalf, and that's caught inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
36 power.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Flush to his right. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Mark Barrett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? You don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
Now Roethlisberger. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now he dumps this off over the middle. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
5 down. Stand up in. Switch. Hey, alert. Easy.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. 6-man.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Pittsburgh, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit